What is up, guys? Today we're taking a deep dive into the new 2025 Tesla Model Y and seeing how it stacks up against my current Model Y. We'll break down the exterior changes, interior upgrades, performance, and all of the new tech to see if it's really worth upgrading. If you're thinking about getting the new Model Y or holding on to your current one, this video is for you. So let's jump right in. Now let's start with what will attract people the most: the design. There has been a big change for the front and rear of the car, and to compare, let's take a look at the old design first. Alright, starting off with the front, we got the classic old Model 3 and Model Y headlight. It's kind of bubbly, but hey, kind of looks like that. Fog lights on there, pretty small, but they work. Little air intakes a little bit there. And we got the bumper. Down here will be a front camera, hopefully, and eventually. Now, with the new one, many people speculated the same design as the Model 3 refresh, but as we got closer to the official renderings, the headlight turned into one, with having the same Cybercab and Cybertruck light bar. The fog lights have moved up and gotten bigger. There's what seems to be a new front bumper camera, which would be amazing for no more rear auto parking. But I get it, because that's the superior way of parking anyway. And overall, the whole shape of the front completely changed. The side mirrors didn't change much, as on the new one there's just a line going through, and the doors didn't change. We also got new rim designs, 19-inch crossflow and 20-inch Helix 2.0, which are the same sizes as the old ones. And coming around to the back here, first thing you'll see on the left side, charger port. The rear headlights kind of remind me of like a bird's eye. It's pretty cool. We got a already created spoiler right here. Tesla logo right there. Dual motor, that's what we got, the all-wheel drive, not the performance, because that's kind of useless. And the big old bumper right here with the reflective material right there. So pretty empty back, but hey, at least it's street legal. On the new one, the spoiler part looks a bit more sleeker and sharper. The license plate was moved down onto the bigger and bulkier bumper cover. The trunk is squared off, and the main event are the all-new lamp-style lights that shine downward instead of outward, and that goes along the entire rear, just like the front light bar. One small thing I was waiting for was the full Tesla text on the rear instead of just the T, so that was a nice touch. Are there new colors? No. This one's just a standard pearl white multi-coat, and while other countries have the new colors like glacier blue, dang, that's nice. We don't get new colors. Instead, they got rid of deep blue and solid black, which is a bummer. Tesla designs their interiors like no other, from their sleek minimalistic interiors to their hidden and crazy interactive features. But that's what I thought about when I first got my 2024 Model Y. But how does it stack up to the new Model Y? Let's head inside. You get in your Tesla. Obviously, there's a steering wheel, driver's seat. We got your one stalk is for windshield wipers and turn signals. One is for shifting gears. The material around this is not bad, pretty decent. We got some nice wood, some vegan leather, I felt like. This seat is also vegan. The screen over here on towards the center console, 15-inch display. It's pretty rounded on the sides, but it's a pretty good touch display. The new interior, as it looks on the website, has a new Model 3 refresh steering wheel, it looks like. And I have heard that the gear stock was removed and only the turn signal stock is there. So there's just one stock. The materials have changed to now all leather and felt type materials with different color throughout, and no wood, sadly. And the screen is now 0.4 inches larger. The bezels got smaller and it got thinner too. The center's console only change was a cup holder lid, which is nice if not used. One big upgrade, thank God there's water. One big upgrade is mood lighting, where there is a long customizable light strip that wraps around the entire cabin and onto the rear doors as well. Speaking of the rear, let's head back to the rear. Alright, so in the rear, not much. With the door panel, it's just the same material as the front. It's like felt, leather, stuff like that. Big storage bin down there, just like in the front as well. Here we got 2 USB ports. We got a vent for cool and heated air. Over here would be a little screen, but with Tesla's, the old Model Y does not have one. So that's kind of a bummer. I've heard the new one will. The new one is exactly the same, but with 3 new things. A new door panel design with, once again, felt and leather materials with different colors. A dedicated rear screen, finally. And this feature has been advertised quite a bit, but the rear seats are now motorized. So if you need to bring them down or up, just a push of a button, and there you go. And even if the front seats get in the way of fully folding the rear, the front can automatically adjust for the rear to easily fold, which is very cool and definitely something I'll look forward to in the future. Maybe another first look at Bellevue again? We'll see. Now let's talk about performance, because at the end of the day, a Tesla isn't just about looking sleek, it's about how it drives. The Model Y has always been known for its instant torque, neck-breaking power, and high efficiency, but has Tesla made any major improvements this time around? Let's break down the specs, from acceleration to range, and see if the new Model Y takes things to the next level. One more thing before we get into it. I'm comparing this with my Tesla version, the long-range dual motor or all-wheel drive, because that's what most people go for, and the new Model Y is also an all-wheel drive. So let's just get started. The range has significantly increased from 311 miles to 320 miles if you get 19-inch wheels, so not a bad increase. The old one has a 135 mile per hour top speed, and the new one is 125, which frankly I don't really care about, because who would drive that fast on the streets? The 0 to 60 has gotten better from 4.8 seconds to 4.1, so pretty good if you want to go fast. The battery is both long range, obviously. The curb mass got slightly heavier from 4,363 pounds to 4,396. They both can fit 76 cubic feet, only 5 people can sit in the new one, while it can go up to 7 on the old one. Ground clearance on my car is 6.8 inches and the new one is 6.6. So with the new 0 to 60, I assume we're now getting more Bugatti vibes. The dimensions of my car is 187 inches in length, 83.8 in width, and 64 in height. Whereas the new one is 189 in length, same width, and 63.9 in height. So we are getting slightly more sports car vibes. Charging at a supercharger can get both at 250 kilowatts max rate, and every 15 minutes I can get roughly up to 163 miles. And the new one can get 154 miles per 15 minutes of supercharging. So overall, there's some upgrades and downgrades, but in the end, that really just depends on your daily experiences with the Model Y. Alright, now it's the time of the video where I give my final verdict to see if the new Model Y is a good upgrade or not. Typically, you would upgrade a car every 6 to 7 years, and the Model Y was unveiled 6 years ago. So for me personally, if you have Model Y, you should just stick with it. Otherwise, the new upgrades aren't really that much useful other than just looking cool. But if you are wanting to upgrade from a very old vehicle and you are wanting to get into electric, then either both the old and the new Model Y is perfect. It's just one is 48 grand and one is 60 grand. And that wraps up my thoughts on the new Model Y. If you thought this was helpful, then stick around because next video I will be talking about the all-new RTX 5090. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.